Hi, Elyse, Curtis. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us more about Travel Click? What is Travel Click?
Travel Click is a technology company that helps hotels get more revenue for their properties. Primarily, what we started our business was in data. So we have exclusive relationships with all of the brands, and on a nightly basis, we receive every piece of PMS data that comes through the brands. What we do on the back end is we do things to the data that make it apples to apples. For example, a Hyatt hotel might classify a reservation as a airline crew room, where a Marriott might classify it as a group room. So what TravelClick does is we make them the same on the back end, and then we publish the data in a report format. So a hotel can subscribe to a report, and it shows them how their hotel is performing, looking into the future for 1 year. On a night-by-night basis, they can see how their occupancy, their ADR, and their RevPAR compares to their comp set hotels.
Okay.
Very much like a forward-looking star report. So that's where we began our business. And then we also have website design, video SEO, which nobody else is doing right now, PPC, remarketing, and we have a best-in-class booking engine called iHotelier for independent hotels, and then a CRM platform as well. So we have a lot of different solutions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much does it cost? Your service, the subscription service for the
For the
data?
reports. The data subscriptions, we have a rate card which we're happy to share, but it depends on the star class of the hotel. And within the data family of reports, we have the one I just shared with you, and then we also have a rate shopping tool, which is the only sanctioned one in the industry. And then we have a third tool, which is called Agency 360, and that really helps the hotel understand their GDS business.
Okay.
So they can see what travel agents are bringing business to their property, and they can see what travel agents are giving their competitors business, and they can contact them and refer some of that business to their hotel. So it helps them increase their GDS business as well. And all of those depend on, obviously, the size of the property and the star class.
Got it.
Yeah.
Can you share some example of any of your client who has used your services? You said you help hotels get more revenue.
Sure.
So can you give some specific example?
Yeah, so we have, I am in Orlando, I'm based in Orlando, but I handle Atlanta and Orlando. I've got several hotel owners in sort of the Hampton Inn class of properties that have subscribed to the Demand 360, which is that first report that we talked about.
Okay, yeah.
And with Demand 360, they were able to look and see that they were taking too much OTA business, too much Expedia business. Their comp set was much less. The contribution was much less. And they needed business over a certain time period, but they already saw that they were taking too much of the discount. So they were able to close out their discounts and run a promotion with Hilton that helped them drive more of their website business, their brand.com business, which gave them a higher ADR and a RevPAR.
Okay.
So it was about a $7,000 incremental increase over a 3-day period.
Over a 3 period. Okay.
Yeah, so it was really, really beneficial to the property.
Okay.
And the subscription for a Hampton is probably between $200 and $2,500 a year. So that one decision paid for the entire subscription.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. And we've got a couple other hotels who use the Agency 360, where they were able to see that there were some corporate accounts coming into their market that were not using their hotel. But they could see that they were using their competitor hotels, and they were coming in under the corporate negotiated code, meaning that they had an established corporate rate. So they called the travel agent, found out who was coming, and they were able to set up another rate and shift some of that business to their hotel.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Good success stories.
So, when these reports come every morning, the hotel owner or the general manager has to look at it and make all these decisions about the rate, about the corporate accounts, and then they have to take the action.
They do. So we provide the reports, and there's 2 ways to get the reports. You can have them emailed to you, and then you can also go into our cloud-based platform and look at them anytime you'd like. You can run it in real time and see the data.
Yeah. So you just give the data, but the actionable
Yes.
part of what to do, whom to call,
It's on the hotel.
is on the hotel.
Yeah.
But do you then give the training to
Yes.
the hotelier or their staff to do this?
We do. We have an online training center where you can do self-paced courses or instructor-led. And then TravelClick's a little bit unique in our industry. We have regional people in market like myself. And so I handle Atlanta and Orlando, and if I have an Atlanta hotel that says, Elyse, I'd like for you to come on property and show my team in person, I can come up here and I'll do the training, no charge.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
You'll do the training before you sell the subscription or after you sell it?
Before while I'm selling the subscription, we would do an online demo, and I would walk through every part of the subscription, every part of the tool, and show them exactly what the data looks like and how they would use it. And then once they sign up, then they can either do the training themselves online, or I can come in and do additional training for them and their teams on top.
And how much time does that take?
I mean, I was a user when I was a customer of DropAClick, and I will tell you that a revenue manager might need an hour to learn how to use a tool. A general manager might only want to take a look at it 10 minutes a week, because the general manager can see how I look for the next 30 days, the next 60 days, and the next 90 right in the first screen of the tool. And then they can call the revenue manager and say, hey, I think we have a problem. The revenue manager then would go in and do a more deeper analysis of where the problem lies and how they can fix it.
Okay. But this would be, this tool would be more useful to a premium properties, or is it also useful to economy brand like Super 8 or Howard Johnson or Days Inn? Or
those are a little bit more challenging, and I'll tell you why, because usually the lead time, the booking lead time, is much shorter. So tools like ours that look into the future for a year may not be as beneficial.
Okay.
But so really it's more of that select service class and then on up to the more luxury properties. Those are the ones that find the most benefit.
And your clients, which are the brands and the clients that use your, that constitute the maximum number of your clientele?
Marriott and Hilton, huge users. Hyatt, huge users. We just signed a deal with Carlson Residor, so we're now.
Their name is changed to Radisson now.
It's already changed since we signed them.
Oh yeah, yes, 5th March.
Yeah.
I took an interview of Gan Green yesterday. The brand is sold to Radisson. I mean, to a Chinese group of investor, and then those guys have changed the name to Radisson.
Well, we also have IHG as a partner of ours. In fact, just last week here in Atlanta, I did a lunch event where I invited all of the IHGs in Atlanta. We had about 30 people. They came and we just trained. They brought their laptops, and I showed them how to use the tools even better than they already were using them. So, yeah.
And do you have any promotional offer, the discount offer for Hunter Conference for your subscriptions?
Not for Hunter, but throughout the year we work really closely with our brand partners. So throughout the year we'll offer a special, like right now we have an IHG and a Hilton promotion, so that if they want to sign up with us before the end of March, we're able to give them a little discount depending on the tool that they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a trial offer, 30 days free trial, try before you buy?
For the rate shopping tool, we do.
Okay.
For Demand 360 and Agency, we don't, because the data is so valuable that for someone to have it for 30 days, they could do so much with it, and then they would not have to pay for it. But the rate shopping tool, we do have a free 30-day trial.
Thank you so much for your time, Elyse, and I wish you all the best.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.